Well, good morning, everyone. Happy Wednesday, I believe it is. We have had a hot summer, but I woke up this morning and we are in the 50s here. So I decided I needed a hoodie and a Christmas mug. It feels like fall out here. I hope you guys are doing well. And just thought I would come on today and share some thoughts that I'm having about life. Hopefully, that highway noise isn't too distracting. I've developed a new habit for getting my steps in. Like a lot of people, as we get older, we want to keep moving and getting our steps in. One of the things I've been doing is walking with a ball. I realize that a lot of times when I just go out to take a walk to get steps in, it's pretty boring. Sometimes if you go with someone, you're talking and that kind of helps pass the time. So I grabbed a ball the other day and I thought, well, I'm just going to walk and bounce this ball. Actually, I didn't grab it. It was on the walk. It was laying there and it was a golf ball. And so I picked it up and I was messing around with it and I decided I'm going to bounce it. And what I noticed is it made me have to adjust my movements. So I would have to, if it bounced in a weird direction, I'd have to go over and grab it. And I started thinking, I thought, this is probably good for me as far as being over 50 and having to challenge my reflexes. And sure enough, when I got back from my walk, I looked it up, and a lot of people do this, especially like long distance walking people. So the next time I went out, I grabbed a tennis ball and I thought, I'm going to use a tennis ball because it's a little bigger. It has a little bit more bounce. And sure enough, it helps pass the time. So anyways, if you're trying to get your steps, trying to walk, and it's a little boring, grab a tennis ball. You might find it helps pass the time getting those steps in. It's hard to believe that it's August already, isn't it? It's crazy. I remember at the beginning of the summer, forecasters saying that they thought it was going to be a cooler summer than usual. But that has not been the case here in Minnesota, up the upper Midwest, which is where I'm at. It has been a hot summer. And there's something about August hitting, that really makes you realize how short summer really is. Even though you have one more full month out of the 3, everybody I talk to right now, it flies by. So it's fun to have a little bit of cool weather. What is it, the 5th of August? Yeah, August 5th. And fun to be able to throw on a hoodie, sit outside, and as I mentioned earlier, have a little Merry Christmas mug with my coffee. I realized this morning that when I was making my coffee, I stayed in bed till after 7. Now listen, that never happens. For years now, I've been a 4 a.m., 5 a.m. kind of person. Not because I want to either. It's just when I've been waking up, and I've been going to bed earlier too. So I usually go to bed between 9 and 10, and then I'm up usually between 4 or 5. But this morning, I woke up a little before 4, and I thought, "Oh, I'm not going to get up. I want to keep sleeping, keep laying here." And I fell back asleep, which doesn't, it used to be that's hard for me. Something changed, I guess. I don't know. And so I woke up a little while later. About an hour had gone by. So I got some water, used the restroom, went back into bed, laid there a little bit, and wouldn't you know it, fell back asleep for about another hour. And then I just laid there after I woke up again till about a little after 7. And it's been a busy summer. I wonder if what happened was my body finally needed that rest, and it found it. I don't know. Let me know what your experience is like with sleep after 50. But back to what I was going to say. I was making my coffee this morning, and it dawned on me, because I became a grandpa last year, and I'm going to have another granddaughter this year. I'm at the age of my grandparents. And I knew, this time is coming mentally. But for some reason today, when I made my coffee, it hit me that, oh my gosh, I'm a grandpa. I think the reason I thought that is in the mornings when I get up and I make my coffee and the house is quiet, I think about my grandparents' morning routine. One side in particular, if I would sleep over there. And to this day, 40-ish years later, I remember them quietly shuffling around in the kitchen in the morning, making coffee, listening to the radio, making their toast. And I've had a lot of weird things that I've been trying to do for my health lately. One of them is intermittent fasting. And I just wonder if I'm not missing out on something by not getting up in the morning when I make my coffee, having a little toast, maybe turning on the radio. I don't know. Let me know what your guys' morning routine looks like. It's weird to have a flashback to some 40 years ago and think about how life has passed by. And now I'm in that position. It's kind of wild. But I was thinking how I really love being this age. And I'm really loving being a grandparent. I think the thing I really enjoy about being this age is after all these years, you know what you want and you know what you don't want. And you're not trying to impress anybody anymore. I mean, I know you always are to a certain extent, even me. But I think you think about it less, if that makes sense. Anyways, kind of interesting. those are my thoughts this morning. Some of the things that I'm thinking about. I I think what I realize is that when you're young, you're trying so hard to prove yourself. You know, you're trying to build a career and you're trying to get your name out there and you're trying to build your life. It's exhausting. And when you get to be this age, you realize that season's over for the most part. And now you're at the age where you just get to enjoy the life that you have been trying to build towards. And you're not really thinking about making an impression on people or. Anyways, those are my thoughts this morning. Let me know what you think.